second.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Alrighty then. Welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And today we're here because we're all about the Benjamins. Woo!
Are those hundreds?
I don't know. Random money just fell in my pocket. Now I'm trying to fix it so it doesn't fall on the ground and I lose it. Oh, I just lost another dollar bill. Look at that. I'm just dropping money everywhere like I'm rich, and I'm not. This is like the only money I have in my name. But anyway, today we're going to be bringing you two new movies that are out there in the wonderful movie watching world where you can touch yourself listening to our voices while we explain to you all about how awesome or how suck-ass they are. Mm-hmm. First, we will discuss a movie with how many legends are in this movie? Like 5 legends. 5 legends are in this movie. And a legend soon, if she's not already a legend. First, the great Billy Chrystal.
Who is this guy? What the fuck is he doing here?
Who I am? Who I am? Who am I? Who am I is a question for the ages. That's one we're all searching for to find out who I am, who's in there, who wants to come out and go, hey, I'm hungry. Who I am is too deep and almost, you gotta go in deep and pull out the thing, like with that movie where the thing came out of the stomach and ate up the people on the fucking spaceship. May they rest in peace.
Yeah, it's from Analyze This, right?
Yeah, Analyze This. Not Analyze That, which is a sequel. Mm-hmm. It's Analyze This. That was Analyze This. And that is, of course, the only one, the top 3 comedians of all time, Billy fucking Chrystal. Yeah.
Yeah, Billy Chrystal, we'll talk about
a god.
We'll talk about ways.
He's a god. God.
Who else is in this movie?
Sharon Stone is also in this movie.
You did not see me Sharon Stone clip.
Huh?
You did not see me Sharon Stone clip.
I know.
Okay, all right.
I go through this all the time. I say other people's that we don't have clips of. Why are you just... What's wrong with you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need a V8?
I could use a V8.
Do you need a V8?
A shot of adrenaline? I don't know. Let's keep going. Move on.
All right, Sharon Stone's in it. So is Kevin Kline.
I heard moaning. I was worried.
I was faking it, you stupid jerk.
Don't ever call me stupid. And I'm not jealous.
Then leave.
Okay. It's a nice place. Don't touch his dick.
It's from a fish called Wanda. Right.
One of the greatest comedies of all time. Literally top 20. If you've never seen A Fish Called Wanda, I don't know why you even watch movies. And then, of course, the person that plays the counterpart to Billy Chrystal in this movie, the one, the only, Tiffany Haddish.
I got drugs in my booty.
You know what? That can cause a lot of infection.
Girl, you can't get no infection in your booty hole. It's a booty hole.
It's the booty hole.
From Girls Trip, the best thing about Girls Trip is Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah.
Actually, that movie was just really awesome, too. Queen Latifah and all them was really good in it. But, yeah, so the movie is here today, which is at the theaters right now. I guess it will be going streaming soon. That's what I heard. The grapevine.
Yeah.
And then the second movie we did was, from the greatest director of DC movies of all time, because there's no other director that even came close to being a good director of DC movies. I mean, he got Tim Burton. Okay, Tim Burton after Zack Snyder, and then I think that's about it, right?
We're moving on from this.
James Gunn, I guess. But Zack Snyder's new story, which he wrote, right? The story he wrote.
He wrote the story.
Yeah, and he directed it. And that's going to be starring the great, the one, the only former WWE champion himself. He's beautiful. You know him as Drax, Dave Bautista.
The most melodic song in the world could be playing. She wouldn't even tap her foot. Wouldn't move a muscle. One might assume she was dead.
That does sound pretty hot.
It would make my nether regions engorge.
Love Drax. Love Dave Bautista. Really good guy. Then, of course, also in there playing basically, I guess his daughter, I think, was in the movie.
Yes.
Ella Purnell.
Ella Purnell, yeah.
You want to get real, Minty? In the real world, I win. I go to an awesome college, I marry a hot guy, and I make adorable babies for my nanny to take care of while we vacay in Paris. My life is gonna rock, and yours is gonna suck. And no matter how slutty you dress, no boy is ever gonna want to kiss that hole you call a mouth.
Yeah.
That was from Kick-Ass 2.
Yeah, and she's telling that Abigail Breslin, which is...
Yeah, and she was also in, like, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Sweet Bitter, a bunch of different stuff. And then there's a couple good people. I mean, Tig Notaro is in this.
Tig Notaro.
Notaro, I said that wrong. Haruki Sanada, Matthias Gonçalves, and then Theo Razzo,
Theo Razzi. Right here.
Who played Juice.
You blind. I'm a rat. What makes you think I wouldn't be a liar, too?
That's him stabbing someone in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. I don't know who just posted that, but there's no way we can read that.
No.
That's too long.
Joe posted basically the blurb about the new Army of Dead soundtrack, which I'm...
Oh.
Because he's into that. I didn't really like the soundtrack. But
you don't like good music, so I mean, you like
whiny.
You like whiny music. You don't like stuff that gets you going and like. Name one Pantera album.
Vulgar Display of Power.
All right, name 3 songs from that album.
Steel.
Name 3 songs from either one of those albums.
I don't like Pantera. I told you what I think about Pantera, all right?
I said you don't like rock music. I get it.
No, Pantera. I just don't like Pantera, man.
Okay, Metallica. Name all of Metallica's albums.
And Just for All.
In order.
And Justice Kill 'Em All, sorry. Also Metallica past the Black Album fucking sucked. Once the Black Album starts, they're no longer metal. They're no longer metal. They're no longer metal.
Anybody that says that, dude, anybody that says that is just full of shit.
No, they're no longer metal. The Black Album.
Music
pop
changes.
Metal.
They just change with it. Okay, so you're saying because Metallica doesn't sound like Metallica of old. So
no, I'm saying they stopped doing heavy music.
For everybody. So the music the Beatles put out on their first album and their 5th album, like Revolver, doesn't sound exact at all like.
No, but it's not a metal anymore.
Yeah, it is. You're telling me All Nightmare Long and Apocalypse Now is not fucking metal?
Let's keep going, dude.
You need to have me on your music podcast. I'm gonna rip some music apart. I'm gonna rip the ass apart. Anyway, we got 2 movies. 2 movies that we're going to enjoy. This is Army of the Dead with Zack Snyder here today. Tell them where they can get us.
You can visit us online, moviesthatdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesthatdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We are on Instagram also at MTS Podcast. We have Patreon, patreon.com/moviesthatdon'tsuck. Neil showing off his beer. We also have a bonfire. Search our name on bonfire. We got cool shirts and stuff.
T-shirts and stuff that I try to
hats. They do hats.
I haven't done any yet, but I will. I will.
Yeah, now you want a beanie, man. Get a beanie.
Right? I want a beanie.
Okay, and also we're
Chris actually does a music podcast. It's called Record Night. Is that it?
It's Record Night.
Yeah, and so you can actually go find him. He talks with a bunch of people. He didn't ask me to be part of it.
I just do one dude.
I know. I'm just kidding.
We did do. There's another Record Night podcast out there, and we did a collaboration episode with them.
Did you really?
Yeah,
that's cool. You never told me about this shit.
Yeah, but
you're just like, I've had a boring week. Don't tell me nothing.
Well, no, dude, I do it maybe once a month. The podcast. Right. Anyway, we all, if you're listening to us on Facebook, well, it's from Neil Swasson. Well, if you listen to us on Facebook, go and like that page. If you're watching us on YouTube, go to the subscribe button. And what about who's our sponsor this week?
Our sponsor is Fassler Hall. Fassler Hall is located, there's 3 locations, one in Oklahoma City, Little Rock, and the one here in Tulsa, which is located at 304 South Elgin Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74120. Now, Fassler Hall is a German-inspired beer hall located in downtown Tulsa, enjoyed their homemade sausage, German beer, and their beer garden with views of the skyline. I go there several times. I have several good stories about this place, and 100% the beer is good, and they make their own sausage. I had a Chicago dog there yesterday. We had a bratwurst. We had a chili dog, and this chili dog was like, God damn. Arr.
If you don't watch, I'm gonna show you my chili dog.
Oh, I didn't know we were getting into that way tonight. Is that where we're going? Is that
I have
where
a good question. This has
going?
been on the internet a little bit. People are talking about that John Mel, no, it's not John Mel, yeah, John Cougar Mellencamp song where they're talking about sucking chili dogs.
Yeah, outside the Tasty Freeze, which is a location in Bloomington, Indiana.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, but what the fuck is so? What are you sucking a chili dog?
Hey, you know what? You know what? You can't be blinded by the right. Rise up like a douche in the middle of the night.
That's what it sounds like, right? It sounds like douche. Like a douche.
But it's douche. Well, Fassler Hall, go down there. Great place. You can find their information at Fassler, FASSLER Hall.com or find them at FasslerHall.com.
Next time we come down there, can we go there?
Oh yeah, definitely, dude.
Okay,
It's one of my favorite joints. You'll like it. It's I mean, a lot of good beers. It's a nice outside view. Like literally when you're sitting in the garden, you can see the whole entire sky, like most of the skyline right there. It's kind of like what the roof of my loft used to be kind of like.
Nice.
You know? Like you could see all the buildings and stuff like that.
All right. Was it
Yeah.
I know that you've got like you've just been working like on basically cleaning up your
people are coming down. Yeah, people are coming down tomorrow. So first, people will be here at 4:00. Second will be at 7. We're putting together the cabana room, and also we did the doors on my shed. My father-in-law built them, and we just put those in yesterday and today. We've been cleaning up the yard. We rebuilt the bar. We put new shelves in the bar. Restained these chairs. My wife and my father-in-law are literally outside of this room right now reupholster the chairs for that, and then we're putting that room together. And I've already deep cleaned carpets. I have put together rooms. I mean, people, and then now people are like backing out, and I think it's because people hate me. I think that's a thing. I think I piss people off a lot. I get it. I'm a lot sometimes, you know.
Well, if I will come down there as soon as I can, actually. So
you just want to touch my wee wee?
No, I want to hang out in your cabana room and get plastered.
I got to come up and
get super fucking high.
Are we doing any? We're not really doing anything expensive when we come down.
No.
Right?
When you come up here, it'll be all. No, like all you have to do is.
All right, and I'm staying in one of your spare rooms.
If you want to, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to because I have nowhere to stay. And if I tell anybody else that I'm coming up there, I won't see you because everybody will literally just be like, "Oh, Neil's here. We got and then they get upset when I like say, "Hey, dude, I'm here for Chris's birthday." Like only people like I'm not going to say names, but there's a couple of my friends that really get upset if I don't visit.
You might have to sleep downstairs in the couch.
Me and my wife sleeping on your couch together. Well,
there's a love seat and a couch. We have other people coming up too, so it's just like I'm trying to figure out like sleeping arrangements for everything.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody we know even have a spare room in our group?
No.
I know, right?
But
it's just me and you, because like I always plan for that. Like every time I get a place, I always plan that I'm going to have people stay over. So I always have an extra room.
So here's what I think we might do. We'll give you and Danny a spare room with an air mattress, and I'll sleep downstairs on the couch.
Or how about we all just sleep on the couch together, Chris?
That's gonna be sexy.
Yeah, I can stroke your beard. You can stroke my half beard that's kind of coming in right now.
Are you gonna grow it out? Are you gonna grow it out?
No, I just haven't shaved because
so why don't you?
I've been waking up and going straight to doing all the stuff that I need to do. I have so much stuff to do the next 24 hours. It's ridiculous.
So, why are you ever thought about growing a beard or what? Tell me
what's that?
Why haven't you grown a beard?
I can't. I can't.
Is it patchy?
Oh my gosh, Chris! Have you never seen the pictures of me with facial hair?
No.
Oh my gosh, Chris! It is god awful. My facial hair looks like pubes. And then I'm not lying.
You're saying
to you.
mine aren't?
I'm not making that.
You saying mine don't right now?
No, mine really look like pubes. Here we go. Let's see. Can I share? Yeah, let me see if I can share my screen real quick. There's a share screen button right here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room so we can do it all night. Okay, this is the one I'm going to share. I'm going to share this screen here, which just shows that I can see everybody and stuff like that. There we go. Now I'm going to take it over and boom.
What is up with
see that?
What's going on there?
You see that?
Yeah.
See that right there?
Yeah.
Doesn't that just look like natted pubes? That is what Neil looks like with facial hair.
All right. Well, let's get back to the screen we're at. Don't show your boot. Okay, so I mean, okay. Well, I don't want to compare, so don't stand up and show me anything. But
it's bad.
But my day's been really fucking hard. It's just been like sort of fuck. Yeah, that was me like near the end of the day. So like,
what happened? I get it. Dude.
Okay, but you know what? We're here. I'm glad we're here. We're drinking beers.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm drinking Nola.
Is it from New Orleans?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It is from New Orleans. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of trying beers and all that. I was tired of doing. There's only so many breweries in this area, man.
How many beers have you had, dude?
I don't fucking know. I don't count shit like that. Oh, that's something I got this week, dude. I got a freaking growler. Do you know what a growler is?
Do I have a growler? I have several.
Yeah. So I have a pressurized growler that you put a CO2
cartridge you show me that. Yeah, you show me that.
Yeah, it's so awesome, dude. I'm gonna go fill it up tomorrow for whoever gets here, and they can have.
When you sent it to me, you sent me a picture of that. I was like, "Is that a smoking device?" I couldn't figure out what it was.
No. Yeah, it's a growler with a hole. It's awesome, man. It makes me happy in the butthole.
So, I'm on my first beer of the day. What beer are you on? Because you kind of sound like you're a little slurred, Bal.
Third, fourth.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Something like that. I had to go buy another 6-pack for the podcast because me, my wife, and my father-in-law have been drinking some beers.
Okay. Well, you're wearing the Movies Don't Suck shirt. I'm wearing my Movies That Don't Suck hat. What does that mean? We're going to talk about our first movie here today.
We're going to talk about movies. Let's talk about Here Today with Billy Chrystal.
Yeah, directed by Billy Chrystal. Written by Billy Chrystal.
Directed by Billy Chrystal.
Yeah.
Written by Billy Chrystal.
And Alan
you know
what?
That's how you get good movies like this, is you just have Billy Chrystal do all of it.
Who is this guy? What the fuck is he doing here?
Who I am? Who I am? Who am I? Who am I is a question for the ages. That's one we're all searching for to find out who I am, who's in there, who wants to come out and go, hey, I'm hungry. Who I am...
Okay, that's good enough, right?
Yeah, Billy Chrystal, Tiffany Haddish.
I got drugs in my booty.
And,
that's all we need.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Kevin Kline.
I heard moaning. I was worried.
That's good. So it's got Penn Badgley as Rex, Lauren Benetti as Francie, Louisa Krause as Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to mention there's a guy in here played his name is Andrew Duran. He plays Daryl. He looks just like my friend Jared. like I wouldn't like
from Subway.
Not Jared from Subway. No, Jared. No, from Subway. But I was like, man, he looks
Subway.
exactly the same as him. I actually sent a picture. I'm like, are you doing movies? You're not telling me. Barry Levinson makes an appearance. So does Sharon Stone. Just short appearances. But this movie's based around Billy Chrystal, Charlie Burns, and Tiffany Haddish and Emma Page. Those two characters.
Emma Page.
Yeah.
Here, I'll read it.
Okay.
Let me read the storyline for everybody.
Yeah.
When veteran comedy writer Charlie Burns meets New York street singer Emma Page, they form an unlikely yet hilarious and touching friendship that kicks the generation gap aside and redefines the meaning of love and trust.
Perfect, dude. I'm really proud of you.
I did it right.
Yeah.
Nobody had to drink during that. If you don't know the drinking game rules, we definitely need to post that. Is there a way to post that in the chats?
Well,
I'm going to see if I can do that. Why you continue talking about?
Okay, well, so it's PG-13. It's almost 2 hours, so it's not short necessarily. but it's not. It's not too long. But so but you guys are about to have to take a drink because I cried twice during this movie. Okay.
Yeah, so did I.
So
I cried once.
That's not saying
that's finishing a whole drink if you know the drinking game rules.
So the thing is, man, like I like this movie, but I did feel it a little too Hallmarky at points.
Yeah, at the I'm gonna totally agree with you. At the ending, when it got to the ending, I was kind of like, I don't know, man. Maybe they needed to do something, and I don't want to ruin the ending.
Yeah.
But I think they needed to do more of like an exclamation point, and not like a mellow whatever that was, like a shallow way out the door.
Yeah.
I guess would be the way.
It felt really gooey and sort of saccharine at points. That's not to say. And those movies, they it's hard to not get me when I see a movie like that. Like it's hard not to make me react, you know. But but because I think it dealt with the subject matter in. We've seen it done better, especially in recent movies.
Yeah, because this is like The Father. Then what was the other movie we saw where the guy had Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever? There's another one. There's a third one.
The two movies that come to mind are The Father and Just Alice. But Just Alice, I don't think we talked about.
There was another one we recently watched. Maybe I just recently watched it, not you. But anyway, yeah. I mean, let me 100% tell you this. The emotional part about this, it sucks. There are some good lines that Billy Chrystal talking about what it is.
Billy Chrystal and Tiffany Haddish had this chemistry that was undeniable.
Oh my God, that's where I was going with this conversation. Was the fact that the Billy Chrystal Tiffany Haddish thing. I could watch fucking 10 more movies. It doesn't need to be about sad shit. You can remake Taxi, that shitty movie with Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah, and fucking redo it with Billy Chrystal and Tiffany Haddish. You could go out and remake any movie. You can go, what's that one with Steve Martin and Queen Latifah bringing down the house?
Yeah.
Redo that with Billy Chrystal and fucking Tiffany Haddish.
So the thing is about Tiffany Haddish is that at the first she's sort of just Tiffany Haddish, but you sort of get to see a sweet side of her that's not it's not present in a lot of movies she's doing. A lot of people think she
and her wigs were on point.
Yeah, but a lot of people were thinking that
she's 100% bald now. She shaves it completely bald now. Have you seen her?
I have not, but I'll take a look. But I think Tiffany Haddish is gorgeous personally. But the thing is, like,
oh, she's not only gorgeous, she's awesome. You need to watch more interviews with her. She has a house with her and her brother back in the era because she was homeless for a while.
Yeah, no, and she's had a hard road up, you know.
Yeah, you know, and now she has a house with a little garden in the back. It's not like a big house or anything. It's like 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. Like, it's really small. And she's like, I got a house. I don't got to sleep in no motherfucking car, you know?
So, Tiffany Haddish, she plays herself. I mean, like, everyone knows how Tiffany Haddish is. Like, when you've seen the movies with her.
She plays the character that she's known for.
Yeah, but she does add a little bit of sugar to it. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, I really think that's how she is in real life because I've seen which one was it? It was I know where I saw a lot of that information about her. It was My Next Guest Needs No Introduction by David Letterman.
Yeah,
she was one of the guests on that.
I need to see that.
And David Letterman went to her house and literally helped her garden. Like, he was helping her garden. He's like, I'm from Indiana. We just know how to garden. It's a thing.
So, the movie itself, there's a lot to like about it. You like Billy Chrystal. Billy Chrystal does it, since it's written by him too. All those Billy Chrystal isms that you've seen in, you know, all the Oscars he's done or his early comedy. Like, I'm not a big fan of his, like,
you look marvelous.
I'm not a big fan of his early comedy, but if you like Billy Chrystal,
I am. Everything Billy Crystal.
I know you love him.
I just bestly because this is how I got introduced to Billy Chrystal. Was years and years and years and years ago. Billy Chrystal, Robin Williams, and Whoopi Goldberg used to do a charity thing on HBO. Now, I couldn't watch it because we didn't have HBO. Comic Relief. That was what it's called. And because we couldn't afford HBO, we had like the 13 channels, but you could hear HBO. Like you couldn't see it. Yeah, and so I would literally watch Comic Relief, and it'd be all like that, and I could hear it though, which was, it's Billy Crystal, Robin Williams, freaking Whoopi Goldberg in their prime, and that made me just like a huge Billy Crystal. And also movies he did like City Slickers, Mr. Saturday Night, When Harry Met Sally, right? Like Analyze This and That. I mean, his work on, of course, Saturday Night Live over the years. I mean, there's so many movies of his.
Billy Crystal is an institution, but like
Throw Mama from the Train. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
But he's not been in a whole lot lately. I was like, is he sick? But he showed up and did this movie. It's a little movie. Like me and Neil have basically just sort of came across it. There's no fucking
what, this one?
Yeah, like it wasn't. I didn't see a whole lot.
There was one airing a day of this movie at the theater here.
Yeah, so
out of the 3 AMC theaters, only one theater a day at 5 o'clock showed this movie.
I said my actually theater is actually showing for the next couple of weeks over here, but it's white people. But no, Hearsay is a movie that you probably may have missed, but I think there's
don't.
I
think this is one of those fun movies that it has a good point to it, but the other thing is just the comedy beat between the two of them,
dude,
is just it's on point. It's on point. Yeah, this is going to hit you in the heart if you have any kind of empathy whatsoever. I mean, and it's going to get a little Hallmarky, but I would watch it again right now.
Dude, there are times I was like, oh, here it comes. Oh no. Oh no, like that sort of thing. Was your theater empty?
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Was your theater empty?
Yes, my theater was empty.
I had 5 people in front of me, but they were like a family together. And I feel like they came from a different movie. I gotta be honest. They came from a movie and just walked into another theater.
I gotta be honest with you too. Okay. Continue.
But also, I worked in the theater, and Johnson County is listed as mass restriction, but there's a sign on the door that says, "Hey, we know Johnson County is listed as mass restriction, but AMC is still following state protocol." So I walked in with my mask on and everything, and the guy to it, he's like, "You can take your mask off."
If you're vaccinated, you gotta be vaccinated.
But I left it on until I got to the theater and I sat down, took it off.
Yeah. Now it's weird with the whole pandemic. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
I walk in with a mask everywhere. If I look like if everybody else is not wearing one, I'm like, cool.
I don't want to be that dick though. Like, I don't want to be that dick that walks in with it like, hey, I'm not vaccinated. I'm not gonna wear my fucking mask, because that's here everywhere. But I try to walk in the mask until I feel like that it's common. You know what I mean? To not wear your mask.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good. Whatever. We'll go back to this movie now. Anyway. So because of everything I'm doing, I couldn't get to the theater at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
So I had to find other ways of watching this movie.
I understand. Yeah.
Which was the most annoying way in the world, and I'll talk about that after I'm not being recorded live. But anyway, let me get some quotes for this, and let's give our rating, man.
For sure.
You know how to work it? Yes. Unless I need to text, message, or send an email. Talking about his phone. That's an old picture. Well, it was taken when I came over on the Mayflower.
Yeah.
How did he die? I will look right into his eyes and say, on top of me. So a tuna fish sandwich cost me $2,000. Yes, sir. Welcome to New York.
Yeah.
You can always give yourself an enema. Oh, I'm saving that for my birthday. Something special. Thank you for bringing me a bag of laundried money.
Yeah.
Honey, can you please stick a thumb up my ass? Like, if my parents are alive, this good news would have killed them. I know what you told me, but don't bullshit me, old man. Don't bullshit me. theory of relativity is don't lend them. The theory of relativity is don't lend them any money. Kiss that $10 goodbye. Let me get a member of the crew to get the smoke you blew up my ass out. Anything I can pet, I can eat.
Oh.
Your little frilled body couldn't handle my groceries, old man.
Yeah.
I'm tired of writing you good jokes and you abuse them, you dumb turd.
Oh, yeah.
Don't try to take away my sense of humor. I'd rather die right now. I haven't taken a nap since the Carter administration. It reminds me of that one thing. It reminds me of the one thing that I want to forget. And there's no more time for that. I'm here today. I figured since that was
oh, you got to. So the thing is that I felt like they gave I read a good review. It says they gave Tiffany Haddish and Billy Crystal's slow pitches just basically hit out of the park. You know what I mean? Like these lines were perfect for both of them. You know?
Yeah.
So my review, because I got a little hallmarky, I can't give it a 4, but I'm gonna get a 3.8.
I'm there with you. I love this movie, but I really, I'm gonna say a 3.9. I'm gonna go one above you.
Oh yeah, take a drink. By the way, take a drink because that's one of the rules. Is if we're like within 1 point of each other.
Yeah,
yeah.
But literally, the reason is,
oh yeah, for first time listeners, if you guys haven't listened to us before, we go through 0 through 5 as a rating, and yeah, that's it. So
yeah. But anyway, I really the ending, man. I don't. They tried. I don't know. There's something something with that ending that just didn't
sit right,
touch my gonads.
And
right.
I was like, is this a Hallmark movie? Because it felt a lot like one, even with the ending. It was a little too nice, I think. You know, but again,
yeah.
But again, it wouldn't have fit. I think if they would have changed it, wouldn't fit with the rest of the movie. But
yeah, and I mean that's the thing. Like, how do you end that movie?
Yeah.
I feel like that is the question. How do you end this movie? And I think for what they did, they did a really good job. So, you know, man, I don't know. I wish it was a little bit better, but at the end or whatever.
So you're 3.8, I'm 3.9? Or no, other way around.
No, I'm 3.9. You're 3. It's the other way around, asshole.
Dude, I already got through 2 beers. I'm about to get through a third, so it's about to get fucking sloppy as shit on here.
You better get sloppy in this motherfucker.
So this is really interesting. I want you to guess the audience score on this.
Like I always do. Okay, out of 100% on
Rotten Tomatoes, correct? Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be. Please don't disappoint me. 73.
93%.
93.
Yeah. The audience has a consensus. The audience says you'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll love the way Billy Crystal and Tiffany Haddish bring here's today's sensitive, meaningful story to life. Now, I want you to guess critic score on this.
Oh man, it's got to be way lower just because I know how critics are. 68%.
46%.
What the fuck?
So
give me their bullshit reason.
Okay. And then we'll talk about a little bit. It goes, the critics' consensus is here today's well-matched stars share an infectious chemistry that's almost enough to overcome a frequently mushy mix of comedy and drama. So the interesting thing is I don't think I've seen a movie where it's been this divided when it comes to audience and critics. Yeah.
Well, I have. We have. I can't remember, but we have.
But
and I think it was the opposite way around, though.
Yeah, the audience hating critics loved it. Yeah, so So the thing is, I think that when you go into this movie, you sort of expect something, and if you go in wanting to see it, you're gonna like it regardless. Because it has everything you like about Billy Crystal, has everything you like about Tiffany Haddish, right? But if you're someone who watches all these fucking movies all the time, I think. And by the way, I liked this movie. Both you and I really liked Here Today. You know, when you go into this movie, you sort of understand what you're getting into. You know what I mean? Like Tiffany Haddish, Billy Crystal. You know what's happening. But I think the critics, they see all these movies all the fuck time, and they're cynical. And this is just a sweet movie. You know what I mean? Like it's just sweet.
Yeah, I think I thought this was a really sweet movie. I liked it. It made me happy.
But
I don't know what more you want in life.
Yeah.
What more in life do you want than Tiffany Haddish and Billy Crystal busting your ass up? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I really don't.
I'm just saying there's not much in the world that can make me better. All right, we're done with that one.
Okay, well, I play news music.
Let's go to the news.
Well, I go to news music. I'm eating this stuff in the beer. It's gonna get real fucking drunk up in here. All right,
we're gonna get drunk in this motherfucker.
And here we go.
This is the movies that don't suck and some that do news. This is where I read stuff from the internet that Chris tries to avoid all week long so he can act surprised when I tell him. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We got to talk about the big one. We got to talk about the big one.
Do I know this big
one that came out? The one that came out last week, literally the next day at noon after our last podcast.
Okay, what happened?
There can only be one.
Are they redoing Highlander?
Not only are they doing the new Highlander reboot, they got their Highlander.
They got Christopher Lambert. Right?
No. The guy that is knocking all the fucking geek movies out of the goddamn park because he is himself a very fit geek.
Ryan Reynolds.
Fitter.
Okay, you have to tell me now.
And geekier.
Tell me.
A guy who plays D&D, who plays World of Warcraft, who does major fucking console and PC games and builds his own PCs.
How big is he? Like, give me like an idea how big he is.
He's super big.
It's not The Rock, right?
No.
Just tell me who it is.
Henry Cavill. I figured telling you he was super big. Gave you
yeah.
Superman himself, fucking The Witcher, is now going to be the Highlander.
So they have him. Do they have like a director or a writer?
Reboot from Chad. I can't pronounce this correctly. I'll fuck it up.
Okay, we'll just
Cholskowski.
Don't worry about it.
Oh shit.
Oh.
No, it's the director from John Wick.
Okay.
Chad Skaleski.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's it. That's when you got the guy directing it from John Wick with Henry Cavill. And you're fucking A, dude. I'm sold. I'm sold. I never wanted to reboot a Highlander, but now I do. Now I do. And I kind of want to make love to Henry Cavill. Anyway, at least just touch his man nipple once.
Yeah, sure, why not?
There's actually like a 10-minute video of people molesting Henry Cavill. Or you can see where he's very awkward in all of it. Where people are like, like touching him and stuff. And he's just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. I hate being touched by people. I don't know that one.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell, man.
Bruce Campbell.
If you guys know who Bruce Campbell is,
HBO Max.
Yeah.
New Line Cinema are teaming up for not one, not two, not three, but what? Evil Dead 4.
They're doing Evil Dead. Good.
Pair of sisters battling demons in a high-rise building. Release on streaming service HBO Max, based off Sam Raimi's universe. Ash will apparently... Oh, he won't be back in this one.
Is he producing or something?
But Bruce Campbell is the executive producer.
Well, at least he'll have an idea. He'll have a say in how it's played out or how it's filmed, you know?
Oh, so this is a storyline. It's Ashley Sutherland from Vikings and Lily Sullivan from Picnic at Hanging Rock head up a cast of pair of sisters whose family reunion is interrupted by demonic entities.
Hey, let's do it.
Yeah, dude. Anytime Evil Dead.
I forgot to mention what I did last night. I went to Screenland and I saw a movie called Seance, directed by Simon Barrett. You guys know Simon Barrett?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was awesome. So the you know The Guest? Remember that movie, The Guest? Military guy comes to town and starts killing people. Mm-hmm. He wrote that. He also directed 2 segments of VH1 and VHS 1 and 2.
Yeah, I remember VHS. Yeah. Those are good movies. Dude.
He's written tons of other good stuff too. But he was there last night at the Screen for Seance because he wrote and directed it. It was really, really fun, and it's gonna be on Shudder here in a couple weeks, and I hope that you guys take a chance to listen to it. He was there, and like I was gonna get him to do like a board for the podcast, but he seemed so uncomfortable with the spotlight. Like he was like, yeah, if you guys want me to sign the poster, I guess I will. Like he was so humble.
He didn't understand what he had. He didn't know. Yeah. So Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Well, you know who that is?
Yeah, she'll be in the movie we're seeing next week.
Yeah, says her husband because Jim from The Office said that originally, yeah. Well, he said Fat Ryan because he said during the pandemic he gained a lot of weight. Anyway, because his wife is a good cook. Anyway, that's on the latest episode of Stephen Colbert. Said that because originally A Quiet Place was just supposed to be a one and done.
Sure.
And then they wanted John to come back and write the second one to make, because Quiet Place was such a success, that he did not write just a second one.
He wrote a third one?
He made it a trilogy.
By the way, I've heard really good things about the second one. We're seeing it. I
can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Next week, we're actually, guys, we're actually going to the theater twice. We're seeing A Quiet Place and Cruella. So, that's the first time since the pandemic that we're going to the theater fucking twice, right?
Yeah,
it's exciting,
and it's very exciting. It's very.
I really feel like we talked about King and Kong versus Godzilla or Godzilla versus Kong as being the people that come back to the movie for. I really feel like Quiet Place Part 2 will be the reason people come back to theaters. I really do.
Yeah, I mean. I can't wait.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so
I bought tickets for Friday. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll see it when I'll see it on Tuesday. I'm guessing. Godzilla versus King Kong director Adam Wingard is going to be heading up Robert Kirkman's hardcore movie. Robert Kirkman, if you don't know, because maybe you don't own Amazon, is the writer for the best comic book cartoon TV show of all times, or near of all time, Invincible. And the movie Hardcore is one of his other books. So directed by, Godzilla, King Kong versus Kong director. Now the story as it goes is based on the idea the hardcore device is shot into the back of someone's neck. Their body can then be remotely hijacked and controlled by an assassin's brainwaves, turning potentially anyone into a human drone capable of reaching targets that normal soldiers cannot.
I want to mention something real quick. You mentioned Adam Wingard. That is Simon Barrett's writing partner. Did you know that?
Nice.
Yeah, so it's weird that I didn't expect it. I thought it'd be a one-off, but why Adam Wingard directed The Guest, directed VHS, directed Blair Witch, which he wrote, and You're Next. I forgot to mention he did Your Next, which I fucking love. Your Next. I love Your Next. But anyway, so I'm excited to see that. I gotta be honest, dude. Your listeners might hate me for this, but I have not seen Invincible yet.
If you haven't seen Invincible, the cartoon series, it is R-rated as fuck, and believe me, it is worth the show. Definitely go see that if you have a chance. All right, now the other another news thing, Warner Brothers just bought Robert Pattinson.
Just him as an actor.
Yeah. The star of the new Batman has secured his future with Warner Brothers' New Line Cinema and HBO Max by signing an exclusive deal to the studio, which back in the day
that was pretty common. But not nowadays.
Very common. Nowadays, but not these days. And so supposedly, the latest deal is Warner Brothers also own New Line Cinema, Warner Brothers Television, HBO Max. Will cover theatrical films, streaming video on demand via HBO Max and television properties. So now Robert Pattinson is totally owned by Warner Brothers. So hopefully Batman works out for him, because if not, we'll probably see him in Superman, then Green Lantern, then we'll see him as Dr. Fate. I don't know. No, Dr. Fate's Pierce Bronson. Isn't Pierce Bronson Dr. Fate? I remember. Yeah.
I do know that Robert Pattinson's a very handsome man. That's what I do know.
Yeah, and you know what? Some of his latest movies have been really good. There's that one where he farts a lot.
You mean The Lighthouse?
Oh, that was William Dafoe. That was William Dafoe that farted all the time. Yeah,
but he did jerk off to a mermaid statuette. So,
yeah. So Netflix will be hosting a virtual fan event called Geeked Week, which they used to do back in the day when they had the DVD rental service.
You've been a fan. You've been a customer of Netflix since then, right? I have. Like, I've been a fan of Netflix since the it first started. I feel like I'm so drunk. I'm so sorry.
No. I was actually a manager of Blockbuster at the time.
Oh, so they were your competitor.
When Netflix was started. Yeah. And I wasn't allowed to get Netflix.
No!
If my boss has caught me, I would have lost my job. But here's the statement. Over the years, Netflix has been lucky enough to inspire loyal fans for series and films like Stranger Things, Castlevania, The Old Guard, and many more. But these fandoms aren't just about gifts, buying merch, or theorizing about the next big twist. They're about sharing excitement and connecting people all over the world. Hold the same passion for these characters and stories. Netflix Geeked, Netflix's home for all things genre entertainment, wants to celebrate this, and that's why they're launching Geeked Week. Now, I'm trying to look to see if they got a date here. Oh yeah, we'll run from June 7th to June 7th to 11th, and we'll feature headlining shows like Lucifer, The Witcher, Netflix's much anticipated live action Cowboy Bebop.
Wait.
Some of the main attractions.
They're gonna talk about the live action Cowboy Bebop. I cannot wait for that. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, they're releasing and let's see. Yeah, they'll release a lot of information on those shows that week.
Why is by the way, why is Joe mentioning Savage Lovecast? I like the Savage Lovecast. Dan Savage's
What's
podcast.
Savage Lovecast?
It's Dan Savage's podcast.
Oh, nice.
Dude,
So
I think sorry. I think you love that. I think I would check out Savage Lovecast. Excuse me. I'm good.
All right. Amazon did buy MGM for $9 billion.
I know. So we'll be able to see almost all the James Bond films.
Yeah, and that's good. Lindsay Lohan will be starring in her first movie in a while in a Netflix Christmas romantic comedy movie. Isn't that exciting? I didn't even know she still existed.
Well, she didn't die or anything, but I feel like she's probably in a good place to start again. To start making movies.
Hopefully she's not all fucked up on drugs. And I mean, what does she look like at this point? I don't even know.
She was once the most desirable woman in the planet.
Yeah, she was. Oh, 1 second. I gotta get something for this.
All right, Neil's running away from the microphone. He's getting something. I don't know what he's doing. I'm sure he can still hear me because his headphones on still, but I don't know what he's doing.
Oh wow! Whew. There's a lot of chemicals going on in my house right now.
Okay,
oh my god! Whew. All right. Hulu.
Mm-hmm. Wait, are they doing? They're doing Hellraiser?
Such pleasures.
All right, Neil's holding the Hellraiser box right now.
I got to be careful because I put this together from the action figures I collected of the Hellraiser series, and it's very fragile.
Wait, so is it functional?
No, it's just beautiful. But I've had this sitting out at every place you have visited my entire friendship with you.
Well,
this is sitting out everywhere.
I remember when I came to your place, I'm like, is that the Hellraiser box? When I came to your place, and dude, have I told you I like your house in Tulsa, dude? I fucking love your house. I really do.
Oh, dude, you can't wait till you come down here after all the improvements we've made.
Okay.
Oh, we got a spinal cord this past week too. We got a huge spinal cord.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. So
Anyway, let's continue with the news. And then
real quick, though,
we'll do drunk rambling at the end.
Okay, fine.
But Spyglass and David Bruckner's film reboot of Clive Barker's Hellraiser is skipping theaters and will be heading straight to Hulu.
Sure.
Plot details are still unknown, but the film will be based on Barker's iconic novel, The Hellbound Heart, and the 1987 film adaptation. Damn, it is like there's chemicals in here, bro.
So
yeah, I know.
I heard that the dude who plays Hellraiser really wants to come back as Hellraiser, basically as Pinhead. He really wants to come back. What do you think? What do you think?
I mean, he's super old, but I mean, makeup.
Yeah. So, is that it?
Yeah, I mean, I got the whole bar and everything like that. Yeah.
So,
Joe, man, just tell us when you want to come down, man.
When do you? What do you need for your bar? What kind of drinks? What kind of alcohol can I bring to make your bar complete?
I have a Margaritaville blender. I have pickled eggs that I'm making right now to have on the.
You have tequila, right?
Bar. I have. No, I don't have tequila. We'll buy that as it goes along.
Well, I want to make your bar complete.
Again, we will talk about this at the end. Let's do the movie podcast, and then we'll.
Fine. I thought. Okay. All right. Is that the end of the
news? No.
Oh.
All right. Your favorite character from The Office, Michael Douglas wants them to play him in a biopic.
Michael Douglas wants them to play John Krasinski to play him in a biopic. Wait.
Yeah. He wants John Krasinski.
But he's like 11 feet tall. How can you play Michael Douglas?
Michael Douglas is tall, dude.
How tall is Michael Douglas?
Are you thinking about Kirk Douglas?
Okay, fine. So he wants John Krasinski to play him? I guess.
Yes.
Okay, well, I like John Krasinski. I like John Krasinski a lot. He's doing a good job of staying active outside of The Office.
All right. Yeah, he's doing a lot of good stuff. All right, so we're gonna do a little quick going down. Val Kilmer's getting a documentary by Amazon A24. Zack Snyder wants a Wrestler remake, but wants it with Amy Adams. Craven.
Wait, hold. What kind of remake of what?
The Wrestler. With Mickey Rourke, that movie that he won an Oscar for.
Yeah, but why would he remake that? That's perfect as it is. Darren Aronofsky directed it. I don't want to.
It's not like a remake, but a different story with a female.
Okay, fine.
John Wick has casted Rina Sawayama, who is a Japanese pop star.
Mm-hmm.
She will be in the new John Wick 4. Joker 2 is being written by Todd Phillips again. So Todd Phillips is now penning the new Joker movie. Kate Hudson has just joined Knives Out 2. Borat supplemented reportings to debut next week on Amazon.
What? Wait. Are they doing like a Borat 2.5 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yes, and it'll be on Amazon next week.
Okay.
Predator reboot is happening at Disney.
Okay.
So now Predator is a Disney princess.
Okay.
Kevin Spacey is doing his first movie since all the obligations. The Men Who Drew God. And then let's see. How High 3 is going to be coming out with Method Man and Redman. Portal movie is in works with J.J. Abrams and Warner Brothers Pictures.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, I think the good one, now cast as Willy Wonka, Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, will be playing in the prequel movie of Willy Wonka.
You just filled me with so much information. I don't know how to feel about it.
I know, but you're like talking so long about everything. I had to do it fast, or we're never gonna get done with this podcast.
Okay, I gotta pee. I gotta say.
I see exactly.
So I'm gonna
hurry up. Go do what you got.
I'll play the outro music, and you just.
Joe, what are we talking about here? Just hurry up. Go pee.
Okay, I'll play the outro music.
All right, I can't. No, don't play the news music. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Okay, play the news music real quick. Thank you. And that's movies that don't suck and something that do with news. Yes, I cover the news. Chris acts like he hasn't seen any of the information. And at this point, I think he is really fucking drunk. Yeah, it's going to be great. All right.
Let's talk the big sexy movie.
Let's talk Army of Dead.
Directed by Zack Snyder, right?
The Zack Snyder. or Sir Zack Snyder, or the great actor,
he's
director,
not 90, dude.
Writer, who is way better than anybody that ever directed a DC
Chill the
movie
fuck out.
besides Tim Burton and Richard Donner.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. But okay, so Zack Snyder, he wrote, directed, and did the story. Well,
we don't talk about Nolan on this fucking podcast. Fuck.
I didn't say anything, man. I
did. I did.
Okay. Zach also wrote it with Shay Hatton and Joby Harold. This stars who, pal? Who's the star?
First, it stars WWE former World Heavyweight Champion. He was a part of Evolution. He was also known as the guy who got the money for Devon and he was Lebanon back in FCW. Yes, the one, the only. You know him, and you all love him as the one, the only Drax, Dave Bautista.
The most melodic song in the world could be playing. She wouldn't even tap her foot.
We all heard it at the beginning. Who else is in this?
Ella Purnell.
You want to get real, Mindy? In the real world, I win.
That's good enough. Right, who else is in this?
Dude, you are drunk. You're just cutting it off at the wrong spot. Here. I'll tell you when to cut it off. Hit it.
Yeah, go back to it. All right.
You want to get real, Mindy? In the real world, I win. I go to an awesome college. I marry a hot guy, and I make adorable babies for my nanny to take care of while we vacate.
Okay.
They see?
Okay.
Now, and then Theo Rossi.
You lying?
I'm a rat. What makes you think I wouldn't be a liar, too?
That was short enough. We could put the whole thing.
Yeah. All right. Joe, we're going to correct you right there. You're not one listener. You're one viewer. We have a lot of listeners.
He's right.
Because they listen to our podcast during the week and stuff like that. We have a lot of people that listen to us, but you're the one that actually pops in here when we're live. You and my mom seems like the only two people that pops in when we do our live cast, which is understandable. People probably listen to us while they're at work and stuff like that. I mean, you listen to podcasts while you're working, right?
All day long.
Yeah. And when I used to work in cubicles, that's what I did.
Theo Rossi, we just did.
You're gonna have fun editing later.
I know it's gonna be such a son of a bitch, dude. I saw him like
this has been a shit technology show this episode. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah, we had technical difficulties since the very beginning of the show. Like,
and now you're having speaking technical difficulties.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. So we did everyone. Who else in this? So we got Amari Hardwick as Vanderho. We got Ana de la Rigura as Mary Cruz. So I thought for the whole time I was like, is that Salma Hayek? It's not. It's not Salma Hayek.
You know, I thought the same thing at one point. I really did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree with you.
Matthias Schweighofer as Dieter, Nora as Xander, as Lily, who she was awesome as the coyote. She was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yuzuki Sanada as Black Tanaka, Garrett Dillahunt.
Let me read the storyline.
Fine.
So you just don't keep on ratting off everybody that's in it. Following a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble, venturing into the quarantine zone to pull off the greatest heist ever attempted.
This is a typical Zack Snyder movie in the way that it is 2.5 hours long for a zombie movie.
Of action and badassness.
So this is not like Dawn of the Dead. It's not a continuation because one, James Gunn didn't write it. Like he wrote Dawn of the Dead. I actually liked the remake. Most people actually likes the remake of Dawn of the Dead. Did you like the remake? Mm-hmm. Just swallow that beer, dude. Just speak normally. Yes, no, you liked it. You liked it. But I have a feeling, dude. I have a feeling you are still on the Zack Snyder kick. So I feel like you might give this movie a little more love than you normally would.
Yeah, this is gonna get like a 6.2 from me.
I really hope it fucking doesn't. But
But anyway, I mean, Zack Snyder right now is one of the best directors of all time. I mean,
chill the fuck out with that. All right,
you can't. I mean, Watchmen, 300, Man of Steel,
dude. No, wait. You're gonna put Sucker Punch and Man of Steel in there, really?
Yeah, those are both great movies. You don't like People from the State of Kansas, dude? Is that why you don't like Man of Steel?
I don't like Man of Steel. I didn't like Sucker Punch at all.
I like Jayhawks really well. Superman wore a Jayhawk shirt.
That's great.
Man of Steel,
that's fantastic.
Which proved to me that he was actually from Kansas. Anyway.
Oh wait! No, you didn't let me finish who's in this movie because there's so many people. Tig Notaro.
Oh my God! Stop it with the whole.
Tig Notaro with Marianne Peters, Raul Castro's Mikey Guzman, and I'll stop at this. Huma Qureshi as Gita.
Yes.
I'll stop there because apparently you're just getting all pissed off.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So Army of the Dead. Neil gave the storyline. It is very. At the beginning, it's sort of like it's a heist, like they said, and it's sort of like they're getting together, and it's like you son of a bitch, Dave Bautista, I'm in. That was a lot of it. Like they go to someone and they're like, I'm in. And that's the greatest part about heist movies: putting together a team and then finally getting to the action. It has lots of zombies.
We got to the action.
By the way, I really like the way it started up. I really
and different kind of zombies too. It wasn't like just the normal like we're all brain dead. Like there's different levels of zombies. I like that.
I like the way that it started. I like the way that it's.
I can't wait for part 2 and 3.
Right. But listen, like right, but that's gonna be like City of the Dead or something. But no. Are we gonna spoil this? By the way, do we need to talk about actual plot points in this at the end of this?
Not really. I mean, as people facing zombies,
just spit that shit out. That dude's fucking disgusting. There we go. Neil's spitting us.
I hate it when you get drunk on the air sometimes because you're like pointing out things that you don't need to point out that people at home listening is not gonna know. I'm straight up. Yeah, I had a loogie because I'm drinking beer. It happens, and I was trying to answer your question without spitting in the microphone, and then you're like, spit that shit out, motherfucker.
All right,
it's like you're like my mom back like at the day when I was like Ponderosa stealing food from other people's plates.
Well, I'll come over. I just want you to hug, pal. So Army that you saw it at home, obviously, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody did, right?
It was at theaters, I think.
Oh
yeah.
This had a $90 million budget.
Fuck, that's giant. How much did fucking HBO Max buy it for? Zero? Because
I don't know. It said $90 million was the budget. Dave Bautista turned down a role in the new.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Squad.
By the way, it's on Netflix. I forgot to say.
In the new Suicide Squad to work on this film.
And Dave did.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine because they're now part of the same sort of. I mean, I can't wait for the new Suicide Squad. But anyway, this movie is a zombie movie. But like you said, there's a couple different zombies. Can I mention something?
Oh my gosh!
Can I mention about Zack Snyder real quick? Something Zack Snyder does a really good job of pairing music with certain scenes. I feel like he's like when they're going to the elevator, they should listen to this. When they're fighting these zombies, they should be hearing this. Like that's something that like I said, I'm not like a huge Zack Snyder fan. I like 300. I like Watchmen. I like some of his movies, but I have a friend who hates Zack Snyder, but that's not me. He has a style that's not fitting with everyone, right? And this movie is all Zack Snyder style. Like you listen, you could take away the director with not knowing who it is, and you'd be like, "This feels like a Zack Snyder movie," you know?
He wrote the first draft of this script 10 years ago.
10 years ago, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the scene. There's a scene where they're at the vault that they're trying to rob of.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shelving there, and on there, the top shelf is the Zack Snyder Justice League cut.
Oh, really?
The Snyder cut. Yeah, it's sitting on the shelf there. It's only like a glance. You miss it.
I'm sure if we were to watch this again, there'd be so many Easter eggs we would pick up on. I do want to mention that Chrystal was originally Tig Notaro's character, but after the movie was shot, they superimposed Tig Notaro in this movie.
Yeah, and Dave Bautista still hasn't met her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he still hasn't met her. Because they didn't do a premiere or anything because the pandemic's just coming to an end and all that stuff. And so he still hasn't. He's like, I really like her work, man, but I just haven't met her yet.
I really like Tig Notaro in this movie. I really think she was great in it.
Yeah, I love Tig because she does a wonderful show on YouTube, or she did before the pandemic. I don't know if they're going to return it or not, but it's where they bring out famous people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she has to guess who they are.
yeah.
She doesn't watch anything or know anybody.
Yeah, it's really funny. Tiffany also, she did a special where she talks about her getting cancer. It's something great, man. It is amazing.
Yeah.
And she's awesome. I love Tina Turner quite a bit. But let's talk about this movie when it comes to action. Right? My personal feelings, I thought it was probably about 15, 20 minutes too long.
Yeah, I think there's, I don't know, man. To be honest, I think I saw where this whole pattern was going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw where the pattern was going. And, you know, not to going to ruin anything, and we're not going to ruin anything about this movie because, you know, there are little twists here and there, little, you know, stuff and like that. But I saw where the movie was going really early, and I hope it wasn't going that way, but it was. And they had some really good scenes in there, but yeah, I feel like they could have took a few minutes out of building the bad guy, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
Metalhead, we'll call him Metalhead.
Right.
Metalhead. If you watch the movie, as soon as you see somebody with a metal head, you'll be like.
By the way, I don't think maybe we've seen the last of Metalhead. I want to say.
I don't know what we've seen the last of, but you know, I think this was really good. I think they did a really good job. Like, it was a good zombie movie,
So,
and the reason why I liked it was not only the action, but Dave Bautista did a great job. Him and Ella played off of each other.
It's
really
hard.
well.
It's hard not to like Dave Bautista in anything he does. Like he played.
You know why?
He played a little part in Hotel Artemis, and I liked him.
No,
in that.
it wasn't a little part. It was a little part.
It was a medium part. It was definitely was not.
I mean, what was his name? He was a
he was a bodyguard of Jodie Foster. Yeah.
What was his name? Everest. Everest was his name. Mount Everest. But he the reason why is like literally go watch an interview, not when he's like with all the cast and stuff like that, when it's just like one-on-one or like one of the documentaries, and there's plenty of them out there from when he was a pro wrestler or something like that.
But also you can also watch the making of this movie. There's after you see it in Netflix,
yeah.
Next on the list is making of Army of the Dead, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is, Dave Bautista is really just a really nice guy, and he's really nerdy too. Like, he is really fighting right now for a Gears of War movie. He goes, like, somebody asked him a question on one of those.
Fucking perfect for the movie, right?
Yeah, and like I can't remember the guy's name that he wants to play, but it's the main character, and I've beaten all the Gears of War, so I don't know why I can't remember the guy's name, but there is somebody asked him a question in one of the YouTube videos, wireless things or whatever that like that, because I watched a bunch of videos afterwards getting information, and he was like, someone's like, you should be in a Gears of War movie. He goes, fucking yes, I want to do it. He goes, somebody make it happen. I'll do it for $10. I don't care. Like,
so
and it's just like,
one of the things that
he's such a super geek. I love it.
Here's the problem. No, I have a little issues with Zack Snyder's directing style, or mostly his writing style. So I don't think Zack Snyder gives enough levity to his movies.
No, I agree with you on that.
Like
I really
the jokes he do have fall flat. I do think.
Yeah.
I think
the only reason some of the jokes worked in this movie was because Dave Bautista was one side.
So I really think that I wish Zack Snyder had. I wish his movies were funnier. Really, like, I guess the best way to put it is I wish they were funnier. But I mean, that is extremely entertaining. You're not going to be bored at any point in this movie, right?
No, and yeah. And I mean, another thing to know is that Zack Snyder actually spent a couple of years buying 1960s era Canon Dream lenses he could find on eBay to give this film a soft, organic look in contrast to the harsh, apocalyptic zombie landscape. So, like, I don't know, man. Did you know James Gunn wrote Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah, I did. I actually learned that after the movie. Like, I went and checked. I'm like, why is this so different? And I realized because James Gunn didn't write it.
But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was a good movie. If you like zombies, you like action.
Yeah.
If you like, you know, by any means, the jokes do fall flat for Zack Snyder, and I don't know why it is. He's just not good at writing jokes.
But
I think him and Taki Waititi need to get together
and just make a movie together.
And there we go. There we go. That's the connection right there.
Yeah. So
it'll probably be more like this. Like that, but
if you guys want to know what Neil was doing, he was basically making his hands fuck. But you know, like if you like zombies, you like this movie. I don't think this will bring back zombies into the public zeitgeist like they've been recent.
Well,
like,
I mean, you know, zombies coming in. I mean, Walking Dead's coming to an end. You know, all of it's coming to an end. But
this was a fun movie. It's exactly what you think it'll be in a good way. You know.
Yeah.
Why don't you give some quotes and then we'll do our score?
Yeah, definitely. Let's finish this up for the night because you're wasted.
Yeah, I am.
Go upstairs and smack your brother.
I have actually food waiting for me upstairs, so I'm pretty hungry. So I'll eat that.
Yeah.
And zero.
We are carrying the holy grail of what we shouldn't be hauling. Well, I could use my. Wow, I don't even know what the hell I wrote there. Never mind. Are you ready to play? Hey, easy on the F-bombs. There's kids around. It's a goddamn zombie tiger. That's crossing the fucking line.
Oh, I do mention this movie's gory as fuck, by the way. This movie's very, very
gory. It's really gory. It's so gory.
So if you're a horror, you're like
this. You like gory. Yeah, you'll. Good. Now we know where to go. Look, I'm excited to see my friends again, so fucking sue me. I was thinking, the thing, artists' grilled cheese sandwiches. It could be us in a different timeline. We're stuck in a time loop over and over. By the way, I love your hair. If I can open it, it's either destruction or renewal. I thought I fucked that up forever. And one more step and I will blow her head off. And everybody loves a goddamn lobster roll.
I want to hear your score first on this one. Because I gave my score on the last one first.
I'm going to give this a 5.1.
Give it a real score.
I'm gonna give it a 3.6. I thought it was good. 3.7. I'll go 3.7. I like Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista is a great lead man. I just don't think he was given enough to talk because he's not a creative writer, actor.
Yeah,
he's an actor.
Yeah.
If you give him a good line, like when he delivers lines in Drax,
no, deliver it perfectly. If you ask him to, yeah.
Stuber. Yeah. Stuber was a good example.
Yeah.
Stuber, when you had a good comedic writer writing for him, he fucking nailed that shit right out of the goddamn park. But at this, I don't think Zack Snyder knows how to write for Mr. Bautista, Dave Bautista. And so, but it felt really good. But when it did get going, when he started like shooting off the food truck stuff and like stuff like that, that had depth to it. It made his character more likable. But then that was like it. That's where the wall stopped. You know?
I'm with you about that. I'm with you on 3.6. Honestly, like it. I could have used more silliness. Like the part of it's just so silly to make it so serious with that. I think was the wrong move. Honestly, like it's a silly premise, and so make it fun. Make me laugh because it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like so. But other than that, great action. I mean, you guys know Zack Snyder.
Bautista did a great job. I love Bautista. I mean, I've been watching that guy wrestle for years before this ever came out.
Big wrestling fan, so I know you are.
So my thing is that when he went over to movies, I was like, oh man, I hope he does well.
He's doing great.
And then
he's doing great.
And now he's doing great. And I love movies like this, and I can't wait to see more. And he takes it really serious.
Yeah, he does. He does not slack I guess the best way to put it.
No, he almost went bankrupt to start acting. You know that, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he spent all his wrestling money to go into acting.
Well, good
he got acting coaches and all that.
Like
he just went the full nine.
Dave Bautista's great, and honestly, if you guys have time to feel and watch a fun movie, this is a good one to watch. What
I would touch him in his minnows.
So I want you to go ahead and guess the audience score on this one.
Man, I mean, it can't be anything less than 82.
76%.
Oh!
Audience says there's plenty of build-up before the all-out action arrives, but Zack Snyder's second zombie movie gives you characters you can root for and a solid cast led by terrific Dave Bautista. Now, what is the critic consensus on this? What is the critic score?
Oh, God, they're going to fucking butcher it. It's going to be like 58.
Actually, 70%.
Really?
Yeah, it's only 6% below the audience.
I'm really interested to hear their census on this.
The critics' consensus is ambitious, over-the-top zombie heist mashup. Army of the Dead brings Zack Snyder back to the genre roots with a suitably gory splash. Yeah, I mean it's gory. It's what it wants to be.
You're gory. You're gory all over my buttocks.
So that was the 2 movies we did this week. What are we doing next week?
What? A Quiet Place Part 3.
Part 2.
Part 2. I'm sorry. Part 3 comes out next week.
Yeah, and what else?
What was the other one?
Cruella.
Oh shit, we're doing Cruella.
Yeah,
Are we doing double movies at the theater?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if you want to spend $30 on Disney Plus, you can, but I'm not going to. I'm going to the theater.
You're a fucking dick, man. You got to pre-ask me about that.
We talked about it earlier today on the podcast. Are you saying you won't have time? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know. I'll figure it out,
okay.
man. You know me.
I'll
figure it out.
I'm seeing
I don't have any people coming next week, so you know.
I'm seeing A Quiet Place tomorrow, and then I got all weekend to see Cruella. So, and it's Memorial Day weekend.
Cruella, I'm really excited about. To be very honest, I like Emma Stone.
Yeah, dude, I seen previews for this.
I love Emma Stone.
I seen previews for this, and I think it's going to be good. I got to be honest.
Yeah. And Glenn Close even wants to come back and play Cruella now because she saw this already.
Emma Stone is great.
And she's like,
I love Emma Stone.
Yeah.
So,
but
it's
like that would be cool if they did it where Emma Stone becomes Glenn Close, I guess, but they don't look alike.
Not at all. Not at all.
But not at all. But you know, I would support it.
I would too.
You know,
visit online moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MDS Podcast. We're also on Instagram at MDS Podcast. We have patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We're on Bonfire. Search our name Bonfire. Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. You'll find shirts with our face on it. And if you're watching us on Facebook, go and like that page. If you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you see Neil's nipples, go ahead and rub them like you just did in the camera. And we're on all streaming platforms. You're listening to us on one now, but we're everywhere. So
everywhere.
If you have a small business, why don't you tell them what we do at small business?
Yeah. And make sure if you got a small business, call us up, let us know, email us, message us. If you see me in person, go, hey, Neil, I got a small business friend I want to tell you about. And I'll be more than happy to let our listeners tell you about it. Not our one viewer that was on here today. We actually have listeners, people that listen. We have a good following.
Yeah, we don't expect everyone to get in here Thursday at 6:30 when you're dealing with the family to come watch Neil and Chris.
We just do this because I feel like it keeps us on point and it keeps us going. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like doing this.
Yeah, sure.
It's not because I think we're sexy.
We're not.
I think I'm.
We so are
900. I'm 940 pounds. Chris is like 112, and like I don't know. But anyway. I'm ready to wrap it up. How about you, brother?
I'm good. You good?
Yeah, hit that end music.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay.
That's another episode.
Let's start. Let's start.
Yeah, let's start that again. Let's edit that out. All right. That's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, anytime you're walking through the army of the dead, remember not to touch yourself so lightly that they know that you're here today. Have a good night.